My name is Tran. I'm 23 years old. I was raised in West Los Angeles, California, and I'm Barber of Hot Rod, Los Angeles.
AOC, chill out.
So what inspired me to get into the barber business was pretty much around my senior year. I had, I was young and I had nothing going on. And pretty much one of my best friends, he actually started barber college, and he kind of brought it to my attention. He asked me if I want to go check it out sometime. And so I went to the school, I checked it out, and it's kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain, but I just kind of felt like something was there. So I just felt like I had a good thing going, man. So when I got there, I just felt like everything fitted. I felt like somewhere I fit. So pretty much right after Barber college, where I got started was in Venice Beach. I was actually cutting hair out there for about 5 years. And so how this whole Hot Rod LA and bar shop came along was the owner here, Bernard. He was actually one of my clients. And he overheard me, speaking of like how I want to do more with myself, So basically, one day he came in and he kind of brought up the idea of like shoes, clothes, and barbershop, and that's something that I always thought interested in. So he asked me to come check out the shop sometime, and I came in and I just liked the whole idea of it, and yeah, so like this is only the beginning, and I think we're gonna go beyond than what we think it is. So my advice, if I had any advice to the youth, man, is just like do everything that I wish I could have done. Is like, stay in school, stay in class, like do all your reading and as much learning as possible, man. Start thinking about your future, because I definitely was not thinking about that, So that's my advice. What I like about being a barber, man, is like, nowadays, like all my best friends and friends, family, like everybody's busy living their own life, working, and so I hardly get to hang out and see anybody. So really, like the only way I get to catch up with anybody that I know is through haircuts, man. I get a good 30 minutes to sit down and see how you're doing, and it makes me feel good to see that you're doing well, or I get to hear everything. I get to know, like, a lot of people come to me as like, I feel like a therapist sometimes. Some people come to me asking me for advice, or they tell me about their problems, or they tell me the good things that they're doing. So it's like, that's what I really enjoy as a barber. I try to get the best advice I can, or I take advice myself. That's what I really enjoy about being a barber. So another thing I like about this profession is that, like, I've met so many different kind of people down the road, as in, like, I met different chefs, bartenders, directors, artists, even police and criminals. Like I've heard both sides of the story. So it's like I even became a personal barber for a few celebrities. So to me, I just feel like the world is getting even smaller. So if I can mention the one time I ever got starstruck was an artist named Evans of the Dilated People. So basically, I remember I was cutting hair at the shop, and so I was working with two barbers beside of me. So this guy happens to be next in my chair. I wasn't even paying attention, and so Evans actually walks up, sits in my chair, and so as soon as I put the cape on him, I remember just kind of like, paying attention to his haircut, and I kind of see his face, and I kind of like froze, dude. Like I kind of froze, and I remember I looked at both barbers next to me, like I was like, hey, is this evidence? And they just kind of looked at me like, yeah. And I was mind blown. I didn't even know what to say. Like I started sweating, dude. So yeah, this guy gets the easiest haircut in the world. It's like one number all the way around. And like to me, for some reason, it was like the longest, hardest haircut I've ever done. So it was like, I just felt like it wasn't really a big deal to the other barbers, but for me, it was like because it was a big deal because I grew up listening to this guy, So like I just had so many questions to ask him. You know, so it was really cool to get to meet him, and he's a real humble dude. Like, it was a big experience in my whole barber career, man. If I can thank anybody, I would like to thank all my friends and family who support me from the beginning, you know, especially my high school friends, like that been to my bathroom haircuts, my living room haircuts, my front porch, to a barber shop, you know. I also like to thank all my loyal customers who watch me grow, you know, as an employee to my own boss. And I'll even like to thank my doubters. You know, you guys did nothing but motivate me to where I'm at today. You know, but just do me one favor, like, don't call me because I would not answer the phone. And to all the viewers, you know, if you guys haven't been here to Hot Rod LA, what we're about is shoes, clothes, art gallery, and barbershop. You know, so if I can mention one thing, there's not one shop in West LA that are doing it like how we're doing it.
And I be rhyming cool, but my philosophy's deep, like a Dear John letter. So read them and weep. And the wolves smell blood, you can feed them to me, but I'm a like an underworld.
It made me an animal.
You beat his face like Drake. Beat his face like.
Like throw your whisker sweat on him. Go like this.
Take that, fool.
Might not be too long.